Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, May the 18th. I'm back in the Reading Nook on what is at the moment quite a bright and sunny afternoon. We've had lots of rain showers, so I've not been able to get out here to do any unboxing. But I'm taking advantage of a break in the weather right now. So I have a parcel, nice hot cup of tea, and the time to do an unboxing. Now I've already delved into this package already, and what I pulled out last time was, let's have a look, Screams Amongst the Stars, which was a space horror role-playing game, essentially along the lines of things like Mothership and Those Dark Places and Alien the role-playing game, which I reviewed just this last weekend of talking. So what am I going to pull out next? So obviously Screams Amongst the Stars, and then just next we have Running Out of Time, a Cyberpunk survival role-playing game, and this is from Old School Publishing, so Diogo Nogueira, and I apologise if I pronounced that wrong. Running Out of Time is a cyberpunk survival role-playing game. You and 2 to 5 friends play make-believe, creating a shared narrative of a group of individuals doing what they can to get more time in a dystopian metropolis in a not too distant future. If they run out of time, they die, and everything costs minutes, hours, days. The rules help you keep the story you tell consistent, interesting, and challenging. You play as a runner, a person who's running out of time and does almost anything to get some more time. You could be mercenaries doing dirty jobs for corporations, rebels who steal time from the rich and powerful, revolutionaries trying to subvert the system while having to play by its rules, or anything you can imagine. The thing is, you have very little time to decide. The clock is ticking. So this is another another role-playing game which is being done in the A5 digest size fanzine format, and the thing about this is that it doesn't look like a fanzine at all. So I'm going to just look at this. That's the page of contents, and we get switched through further on. I mean, the layout on that is professional, it's clean, it's tidy, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a really nice layout, and good artwork, and easy to read. I mean, the main problem, of course, is the text is white on black. Some people do have a problem with that, but if you don't, then it's fine. The other nice thing is at the back there's a rules summary, which even for a game of this size is really kind of useful. So yeah, okay. So essentially, it's got a little bit of attention there. It says this game contains themes and mechanics simulating events appearing in cyberpunk and horror movies. They are not representative of real issues people live with, things that are far more complex in real life and can't be reduced to dialogue and gameplay. So it does carry a warning, and that's fine. You know, most games these days are for mature players, and you need to approach them in a mature manner. So this is literally on one page. You have, well, basically 2 pages. You're essentially creating a runner. There we go. 3 attributes: strength, dexterity, willpower, time. You get a d6 worth of how many days you have left, and you basically have a background. Cross-reference your hit points and resources values on the background table, determining what your runner was before they decided to get more time on their own terms. Yeah, it's what we've got. I'm looking. Basically, you've got an inventory. Tables of gear in there. You're interested to see how this works. I'm looking for the background table in here. It must be somewhere. Background table. So it might be that you are a university student, a priest, a rock star, street doc, scavenger, cleaner, shock trooper, famous gamer. You know, and those are nice. Basically, you know, they're nice role-playing hooks. You know. And you have that in mind. That gives you a spur to create your character. Basically your table of gear. Again, one problem of course is that text is a little small, I would suggest. A little hard on the eyes, even if you can read the white on the black. Okay. Essentially, quick explanation, but it's there just covering initiative, combat, role-playing, saves, and so on. Essentially, it is similar to things like the Black Hack, where you have stats and you're just rolling under to save, and the like. Combat is probably likely more or less handled in the same fashion. And then we come on to you've even got basically rules for handling groups and detachments of allies. I mean, that kind of fits the cyberpunk genre. You basically going right back to something like Neuromancer, where basically Case and Molly hire a street gang to distract the corporation. And we'll go on to being a referee and basically the principles, which is make the city fast, make the city dangerous, emphasize contrast, the runner's senses and so on, telegraph danger, present choices, show consequences, and be fair. And again, just one simple page, a little bit of an explanation. And if you have any experience with basically refereeing, you basically pick this up pretty easily. And we go on to running the clock. And this is likely the meat of the game. Essentially what you can do: exploring a district, the city, so on, random encounters, people, and so on. You've basically got tables and tables for corporations and other factions, so that automatically lends itself to replayability, because essentially we'll play this, who else are you up against? Different set of characters, different NPCs, different corporations and factions, and the like, so on. Job ideas, ideas which that the referee can run. So client, problem, complication. Sarah, street doctor, wants to find a new home, but she hears voices, for example. I mean, that's just something that come up, and then random events and the like. So yeah, that's running out of time. Cyberpunk survival game. And I mean, I think what's going to be interesting there is really how it handles that concept of time, and getting it back. Basically, not getting it back, but getting more of it as such, and using it wisely. I think that's where it's going to be interesting to talk about. But again, this is from Old School Publishing. So it's not. It is sort of OSR adjacent sort of thing. It's got that kind of stripped down rules that the devotees of the Old School Renaissance will appreciate. It's very nicely done, bright. I say bright. Bright neon colours, shades of different shades of sort of like the dark and so on, the dark shades and so on. Okay, so yes, I look forward to reviewing that at some point in the near future. There is one more of these in the packet for me to do an unboxing of, and that will be done in the near future as well. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook, please do click the like button down below, and if you've got any feedback or comments, I do take the time to look at those, as well as if you want to be alerted to yet more of these unboxings in the Nook, and me with a package and a book and a nice hot cup of tea, please do subscribe down below. I do appreciate it, and basically everyone taking the time to watch these videos, because they're just pieces of silliness, I will admit. Okay, again, thanks for watching, and I'll be back again for another unboxing in the Nook very soon. Bye for now.